Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Born as a Rainbow Dragon? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, I would like to give shout out to Goruto for suggesting me this idea. And yeah, guys, it is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, maybe an half hour long, because as I told you yesterday in the comment section in my community tab, that my relatives are here, and somehow I was able to find a hiding spot away from my cousins. Yeah, those little goofballs always make a mess and noise everywhere they go. And I don't think I can hide for much longer. So yeah, here it is. I hope you enjoyed today's story, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins with the legend of a dragon that roamed long ago in the land of elemental nations. Before its birth, the said dragon was named as Roku. She was a feline dragon whose only wish was one thing: a child. She even fought heavens for it, but she could not achieve it or conceive it. And she turned into a stone then because of her sorrow. That was a tale that was passed alongside in the whole elemental nation, and there was even a forgotten statue of her somewhere. The legend has it that someone, a mother more specifically, with a wish for a child, should go there and pray to her. And if the wish is successful, the dragon's eyes will glow golden, and the woman will be granted children. But those of the purest of hearts can only find the statue, and the location as well, as if the statue called for you itself. Many have tried, and many have failed to achieve it. And many years have been passed since this long forgotten tale turned into a myth, a story for kids only. As much more time has passed, and we go towards Konohagakure no Sato, as it was being governed by its fourth leader, Minato no Mikaze, as currently he was not the happy man in the universe because he was in a hospital room with his wife as she was breaking down after finding out the news that due to her Jinchuriki status and being a shinobi, more like Onomichi, for fighting in a battlefield, she had lost her ability to become a mother, and she was crying, and she got into so much depression that her friends even tried to pull her out. Tazumi, Mikoto, and many other more, and all of them failed. She was now a husk of her former self. All her life she wanted a family after losing her own, but now that was taken away from her. Even the QB at one point started to feel bad, but Kushina didn't blame it, but was happy that the mighty Biju has opened up to her. As we see her resting in her room, or more like looking at the ceiling with haze. Listen, Kushina. What do you want, Kurama? She said in a hollow voice. You know about the tale of the dragon Roko, right? Yeah. Why? Kushina perked up after listening this. Listen, I might know where her statue is, and since I know, I can see as well, and I can feel your emotions as well, that you really want a child. I think you should go there and pray. But isn't it just a myth? No, Kushina. That was the truth. Even before my birth, it was the truth. The sage of Sixth Path itself has met her and confirmed that she is in fact real, until she turned into stone. Then what the myth says, is it true? That you have to find out, Kushina, by going there. But the question is, are you up for the challenge to go there? I am. I really want this child, and I will have it at all cost. Please, Kurama, guide me where this is. Alright, Kushina. The path will be bumpy, and with a lot of threats. But you cannot tell anyone. You have to leave now. As Kushina, after gathering her stuff and leaving a letter for Minato, departed. It took her 3 months to get there, and 3 months' search for Kushina was started, but to no avail. She crossed the whole elemental nations to a corner of the west side, as it was almost as she has reached the end of the world at shinobi level speeds, without even taking a breath. It was Kyubi who stopped her for causing any confidential problems for her own health. As after arriving there, she saw a shrine hidden away from the bushes and branches, as nature has reclaimed it again, and inside it she found a huge dragon statue. that looked like quite real, as the rainbow color was still there, as well as the eyes. The eyes were blue, and she could see that the eyes of the statue was glaring at her or looking at her as if examining her. What should I do now? Just sit down and pray, Kushina. That is all I know. As Kushina started to pray to Roku, as she could feel and sense a warm amount of energy around her. It was something else from Chakra. And then she heard a booming voice, a feminine yet booming voice. You have been granted what you desire, but one thing shall aspire. Your first child will be that of my own blood, while there will be many more of your own kind as well. You shall raise them as one. It was quite a riddle left behind by her, a wise words, but Kushina took it to heart. And then, when she returned, she met Minato, who was enraged. Damn it, Kushina, you know how scared I was? I thought that you had done something that... and I lost you. Don't do that ever again, said Minato. Hi. As after that night, they spent the night together. And fast forward 4 months, when Kushina did a test, she was happy to find out that she was pregnant. And when Tsunade examined it, 3 months more later on, in the 6 months of the pregnancy, she found something interesting. That there were 3 children there. 2 of them were a girl and a boy. One of them had a male gender, but it was not a human. As Minato was quite surprised, and that is when Kushina revealed to them where she has went. She has kept it a secret for quite a long time. And today was the day she will reveal it to everyone there. Okay, I will tell you, as I promised. 6 months ago, I was in a daze when Kurama told me about Lady Roko, the dragon who turned into stone because of her sorrow of not having a child. As Hiruzen then said, it is said in the myths that if you found her, statue, if you pray to her, she will grant you what you desire. And yes, then Kushina told them the riddle that she gave her. So my guess is, one shall be reborn as her and your own child. Your two's, I mean, said Hiruzen, as Minato was shocked. I guess so, as Kyuubi took over Kushina. It is a dragon, but he has your DNA, both of yours. So he is your child, Minato, Kushina, and it is your responsibility to take care of him. We must hide him at all cost, said Hiruzen. And why is that, Hiruzen? Pray tell me, said Kurama. Because, Kyuubi, think about it. Danzos, the elders, those who are greedy and power-hungry, they will want him to be weaponized for the protection and sake of Konoha, but we know that this is because of their own agenda, and I'll be damned if I let an innocent creature and child get in their hands and turn into a killing machine for their own sake and pleasure. But Hiruzen-sama is saying is correct. We must have to hide him. But if he so wishes to become a shinobi, I will not stop him, Minato, said Kushina. Yeah, sensei. Then we will let it be, because the child wishes it to become a shinobi. But aside from that, we will not discuss this matter. And so the final 3 months passed, and Kushina finally gave birth. First one was Menma, a child with red hair and, blonde streaks. He had violet eyes and tan skin. And the second one was Mito. She had blonde hair and red streaks in it, and she had blue eyes. And the third one was a rainbow dragon with blonde hair, or more like scales, and blue eyes. As the 3 of the children were now next to each other, but surprisingly the dragon child wrapped around both of them in a protective manner. Wow, it is quite mesmerizing, said Minato, as he was happy to become a father, and proud as well. And so could be said for Kushina, who was crying tears of joy, as suddenly a symbol appeared on both of their hands, and on the children's hands as well. It was the symbol of Lady Roko, a dragon who brought them happiness, and they brought her the happiness. meaning that they were now under her protection. The whole family was. We must keep this a secret at all costs, Minato, said Biwako Sarutobi, who was the one who delivered the children, and Tsunade Senju was also there because she was curious, as she checked the dragon for any chakra signatures. It has an energy. It seems as if it is more pure than chakra and divine. It is the energy of the Lady Roko. Naruto is blessed by her. A part of him is her child. Naruto. That is what we decided for his name. And as for the other ones, Menman Mito. These are the good names for the children, I guess, said Tsunade. I guess I will be the godmother of them. Yes, you will be, Tsunade-sama, said Minato. And who will be the godfather? Oh, wait. Let me guess. Jiraiya. Do not fear. Jiraiya of the gallant Sannin are here, said Jiraiya with a puff of smoke as the children started to cry. The dragon opened his eyes and shot a fire breath, burning Jiraiya's top hair, as Jiraiya was now screaming in agony and running around like a headless chicken, as the elder just laughed at this. Why, you little brat, as he gasped then. Whoa, I thought you were joking, Minato, but seeing him in real life, it is quite different. Yeah, Sensei, but we have to protect him at all cost. And after that, time passed. The only people who knew about Naruto's existence was none other than his family, and as well as those who were their friends. And that included Hiyashi Yuga, Fugaku Uchiha, as well as Tizumi Inuzuka, as they were the only three clans who knew about them. As more time passed, we see that the children started to grow up, and it has been 6 years after their birth. Kushina was their proud mother, as she was currently going towards Naruto's room, which was in the basement. Not because they wanted him to be there, but Naruto liked basement and the dark places. Maybe it was because of his dragon nature that he liked it. As she went downstairs, Kushina called, Naruto, honey, it's time to eat your breakfast. Come upstairs. As suddenly some rumbling was heard, until a huge dragon came out from there. Not so huge that it could be seen by everyone, but huge enough to enter the house, as the 6-year-old Menman Mito were already at the table for breakfast. Oh, look, Naruto's finally here. Hey, Ne-chan. Hey, Nisan. How are you two doing? Good morning. You as well, Tojan, Ka-chan. So what's for breakfast? For you, honey, it is a whole cooked boar. Yeah, my favorite. As Naruto again. As Minato now. So, Naruto. Yes, Tojan. Do you want to become a shinobi? Yes. Still? Yes, I would love to. I would want to become a teammate of my own Nesan and Nisan, so I can be with them, and we can become our own legends like you two guys. As both Menma and Mito chuckled, they knew about their little brother's condition and would do anything to protect him, because their mother and father have told them the reality, what would happen if people find out about their brother's existence. They won't even let their friends go near him, as Naruto had to act at one time as a statue, because suddenly out of nowhere Danzo and the elders arrived, and they were quite mesmerized by it. And then Minato and Kushina moved the statue downstairs, or quote-unquote Naruto. And that is where he remained until now. He was allowed to go into the backyard, but not every time of the day. Sometimes when his siblings were there. Other times they brought friends, and Naruto felt quite lonely. That is until their 7th birthday, when every clan head was there with their children. As on top of Naruto's head, on the roof, on the ground floor, Naruto could hear them celebrating and cheering. Naruto could not go there, and he knew that his family will come downstairs to celebrate his birthday with the loved ones that he called as his friends. But Naruto wanted to see how the other people looked. He was quite curious, so he peeked. And that is when he saw her. She was there alone with her father and looked sad, quite out of place. Her name was Hinata Yuga. As he heard Mito call her, as he saw that she declined Mito's offer to play with her and sat to the other side, quite sad. And suddenly she started to venture out towards his room, and suddenly the door opened, revealing a dark side downstairs. As she went down there and turned on the light, to her surprise there was a statue of dragon there. as she sat down. Wow, it is beautiful. I don't know why it is here. Naruto was holding his breath as she started to touch the statue. Wow, it even feels real. Come on, stop this. Naruto let out a breath as she was about to scream as Naruto slammed her to the ground, albeit gently, and put a hand on her head. Shh, or more like a paw. Don't scream, please. Are you coming down or what? As after saying these words, Hinata passed out. Oi, don't pass out like that. As when Hinata woke up, she was about to scream as well, and Naruto did the same thing again. But luckily enough, this time she did not pass out. Thank God she didn't pass out. As Naruto then asked, "Are you calm now?" As she nodded her head. So, what are you doing here? She asked. This is my house. I mean, you know, they know about you? Well, they are my parents. No, they cannot be. What do you mean? They cannot be, Naruto asked with quite a curious eyesight. Because I'm different? She nodded. Don't worry about that. I'm a part dragon and a part of them as well. I was born from them. I see. So you really are a dragon. Yeah, you can say that. So what's your name? Hinata. Nice to meet you, Hinata. My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Roko. Roko? Yes, it is the maiden name of a dragon who blessed my mother, and I'm a part of her son as well. I see. You really are special, Naruto. She said after talking to Naruto and getting to know him and easing up to him a bit. Both of them talked for hours until she had to go. As she even told him about her sickness of her mother, as Naruto was saddened about that. In the night time, after everyone was gone and his friend was gone, Naruto was happy that his family was there, and he asked a stupid question, a surprising question to everyone. Hey Tojan, what is it, Naruto? Do you know where the Yuga compound is? Why do you ask? He asked with quite suspicion. I'm not going to lie. A girl ventured down here, and she saw me. As they all guessed, who was she? Mito and Menma asked. They shouldn't have known the girl. Hinata. She promised that she will not tell anyone about this, not even her Tojan. But I wanted to meet her. She asked me to meet her in her house. She wanted to give me a gift. Naruto, as much as I would love to, for you to go there and make a friend, it is different and difficult for you to go out there. What if someone sees you? As Naruto looked down. Fine, I won't. I was just asking a stupid question anyway. Naruto said with a disheartened look as Kushina put his head on her lap. As tried to stroke his head. It's alright, son. You didn't know about that. We know that you love for curiosity as well as love for going outside, but it is dangerous for you. We want you to be protected. We would rather have you here than to go outside into danger, where you could be manipulated and controlled to be turned into a weapon. We don't want that for you, Naruto. And that is why we're doing this for you. I know, Kajan, it's just that it gets boring here. As all of them chuckled. Well, how about we start your training from tomorrow onwards with your siblings? Really? Yes. As Naruto was so happy that he started to fly around in the basement. Naruto, calm down. As Naruto calmed down, sorry, as both Menma and Mito were happy as well. How about a slumber party, Naruto? Said Mito. Nah, I'll sleep alone tonight, as Mito and everyone else jaws dropped. Naruto usually was happy whenever Mito said these words, but this time he wanted to sleep alone, without a slumber party. But I... Well, that's good to know, Naruto, said Menma, as he dragged Mito away, who was still in a daze, while everyone else giggled and laughed. And it was night time. Naruto, no matter how hard he tried, could not get the image of sad Hinata out of his face and mind. And that is when, in his dreamlike state, he met her, a huge, beautiful dragon. My child. As Naruto gasped, Mother Roko. Yes, it is I, my son. I am so proud of you. You have grown well. And I am proud to know, as well as pleased to know that you want to help out others, like I did at one time. I will do anything to protect my friends and family. So would have I. So tell me, son, what is your wish? You really would? Yes. I wish I could help Hinata and her mother. She looked sad whenever she talked about her. Why don't you go and help her out? But I don't know how to. I guess it is time to give you the knowledge about your powers. Use them wisely, my child. I will be watching you. Thanks, Mom. I will. As the dragon chuckled, this is nice to hear. As she snuggled her used nod with Naruto's head as Naruto chuckled, and so did she. Now go, my love. I will be watching you and protecting you from the shadows, from all danger and enemies. As when Naruto woke up, he was in his room. As he looked towards his hand to only find nothing. What happened? And then memories started to hit him, the memories of his mother. He was turned invisible. As Naruto then said, "Cool," as he looked outside of the window and started to fly. He was flying in the air, undetected by anyone, and he was happy to know that nobody could detect him. Oh shoot, I have to go to the Yuga compound. And after tracing down Hinata's scent, he was able to find her, as he saw that she was still in her mother's room, sleeping, while hugging her mother's hand. As Naruto then tapped on her mother's forehead 3 times, as a symbol of dragon appeared there. As Hinata opened her eyes, only to see a visage of Naruto there, as Naruto winked at her and disappeared, as she gasped. Next morning, when Hiashi came to his wife's room, he sighed before entering it. "Hey, Hitomi." He fell down in surprise to see that his wife was cleaning the room. "Seriously, Hiashi, what have you been doing? The room is dirty itself." Hitomi, you're alright." As he hugged his wife and started to cry tears of joy. The doctors, even Tsunade-sama, has said that she will not recover and only pass away painlessly because of her illness and not having any cure for it. But they were surprised to find out that she was completely cured and the illness itself was removed from within, like it never existed. As Hinata and her family was happy, and after some discussing and meeting, the 3 of them were left alone, as baby Hanabi was still sleeping in her crib. I might know, how did this happen? As Hinata wiped out some makeup from her mother's forehead. Between her temple was a symbol of a dragon symbol. Since when? I don't know about this, Hiashi. I never had a symbol or some engraving on my body. It was done by my friend Naruto. Naruto? Yes, he's a dragon who lives in Uzumaki Namikaze household. He asked me to promise that I will never tell anyone, but I have to tell you, and to make you promise that you will not tell anyone. As both Hiashi and Hitomi's eyes widened, they have seen a dragon statue there. Could it be that? I have to go there, and so should I. How about we all go, said Hiashi. Time skip. Half an hour later, they knocked on the Namikaze Uzumaki estate. As Kushina entered, and was surprised to see her best friend Hitomi there, and walking on her own, as she cried and hugged Hitomi. So good to see you, Hitomi. I was so sad that I could visit you only once a week because of the illness. It's alright, it's not alright, Kushina. You see, a dragon visited me, and Kushina then gasped and looked at the dragon symbol, and she was irritated and angry. I guess you found out. Naruto, come upstairs, young man. You have to answer for your wrongdoings again. As Naruto then slowly crawled out of his basement, and everyone gasped at the sight of a dragon that was huge to roam around in a house, but not huge enough to be seen or not fit into the house. As a rainbow dragon then dashed towards Hinata. As everyone got on guard, "Hinata!" he said as he rolled around Hinata, as Hinata giggled. "You came to play again, right?" "Yes." "Naruto, introduce yourself." I'm sorry, my name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Roku." "Roku? You mean the dragon?" "Yes. She's also a part of my mother. Because of her powers last night, I was able to help you out." "Wait, Naruto, you didn't tell me that." "Well, she visited me last night, and she said that she was proud of me, and I, wished for your health because Hinata looks sad, and I would do anything for my friends, so yes. Since she is my first friend outside of my, families and friends. The one I made. As Hinata then chuckled as well, as she found Naruto quite cute as she blushed, even though he was a dragon. As after that, the children started to play in the backyard as the seals were activated for Naruto. As Hinata's parents as well as Kushina was there. As after Kushina told them the whole thing, they were surprised. My god, Kushina. So that is why you have a dragon son. And he's powerful enough to heal a disease that was, uncurable. I now know why you have to keep him hidden. Because Danzo and the others would without a doubt use him and weaponize him at all cost. You must be remaining here. But it seems that your daughter has taken an infatuation with him. Hiashi, said Hitomi. She's our daughter, isn't she? Well, yes, I guess. So how about this? A marriage proposal between Hinata and Naruto. Wait, are you sure? Because Naruto is a dragon, and we do not know about that. Producing kids and all. He's the son of the Roko dragon, and that will be honor enough. And it seems like Hinata won't mind at all with this arrangement. If you say so, I will talk to Minato about this, and Naruto as well. As both of them then looked at Hitomi. Well, say no more. Listen, Hinata. Naruto? Yes, auntie? Naruto asked. What is it, Kachan? How about this? Would you like to spend the rest of your life together? With each other? Yeah, that'll be fun. And, Hinata got on and nodded as well. See? All done and done. As both of the other were slack-jawed. She manipulated Naruto and Hinata, who looked like she caught on, and both of them agreed. And hence the marriage proposal was formed, and both of them were legally married. From then on, even Naruto signed with his paw, and Hinata did sign, and it was official now. They were fiancés, and when they reach at the appropriate age, they will marry one another. God knows how will that work out, or soon we will skip. In nighttime, Roko the dragon visited her daughter-in-law, as Hinata woke up in front of a huge dragon in a void. So you are the person who is supposed to be my daughter-in-law. You don't need to worry about me, my child. I'm not here to warn you or anything. I'm just here to give you my blessings. You are a good and kind soul, good enough to be with my son, and that is why I'm granting you this. If you wish to copulate and bore me grandchildren, you can turn into a dragon. As Hinata blushed, and she turned into a beautiful white dragon with pale eyes. Thank you, mother-in-law. As there was a dragon crest that formed on Hinata as well, and marking her that Naruto and she was married and engaged in dragon terms, as Roko has officially granted her the title of her daughter-in-law. Time skip. Much more time passed, and Naruto and the others had become shinobi. Although Naruto was never able to go on a mission or become an official shinobi, he was regarded as one. And only the Anbus knew about his existence, and some bit of Jonins, mainly Iruka, who had to specially come at house to teach Naruto about shinobi life and the history. Let's just say Iruka was baffled when he found out that a dragon existed and was the son of the fourth Hokage, no one else. But the dragon acted like a child, nor did he act arrogant and full of power, which Iruka quite liked, and hence Iruka grew into another big brother that Naruto was fond of. And after that, when he found out that his siblings went on the land of waves after becoming shinobis and genins, Naruto sensed them that they were in danger and flew there, and that is when the shinobi world saw a dragon after many millennia. And those who saw engraved a statue there as well. As after Naruto returned, his parents were, let's just say, more than angry of him. Akatsuki got the wind of it, and so did many more people that Konoha had a dragon. Even Konoha got the wind of it, and that is when Naruto's knowledge was made public. And they were surprised to find out that the statue of Mother Roko was there. But it was surprising to those who found out the statue's location after Kushina was told to reveal it. The statue has disappeared altogether, Even Kushina, alongside with the other Kages, went there to find that the statue really has gone. But they were surprised to find out that there was a dragon, her son here, and more likely the son of the Yellow Flash, as well as the Uzumakis. Now the Kumo, Kiri, and Iwa were scared because if he ever found out what they had done to his clan, his mother's clan more specifically, or his mother, they will be destroyed. But Naruto was a forgiving child, and that won and touched the hearts of many. And many alliances started to form between Konoha and the others, and many people started to forget about their hatred as well, and move past it. Just by seeing that Naruto was able to forgive themselves, in their eyes he was a god's child, a demigod, and that was more than enough to respect him, and such a kind one, to be able to heal their illnesses and to revive those who have died at their hands. That was more than enough for them. The Uzumakis were revived, and so were many of those who have lost in the war their lives. And the Uchiha clan, who was massacred by Itachi, was also revived, and Sasuke became a good friend and was now loyal to Naruto, unknown to Naruto at least, as even after that, only one group was against him. That was Orochimaru and the Akatsuki. They wanted the dragon gone because he was a huge threat to their plans, because he has turned the whole shinobi world upside down, and they were going to do anything they could. They knew that the dragon was going on a mission towards Suna to meet with the One-Tails shinobi and Jinchuriki Gaara, who has become the Kazekage of the village. And that is when they decided to strike. Roku, son Naruto, was captured, as that is when a huge dragon bursted through the heart of the earth, because Kushina prayed to her, and a huge spirit protected Naruto and guided the other shinobis to him. Naruto was injured and wounded gravely, and that is when Hinata revealed her true form, because Roku told her to do so, and Naruto was healed by her. Time skip. After that, Akatsuki were captured, and so were those who were with them. The Otsuzukis never bothered with them because they were afraid of Roku, and after only that she turned into stone, they decided to invade. And now that her son was here and she has returned, they had no chance to fight her. They had lost countless lives and they're kind to her, so they will avoid her at all cost, and that they did. And after many years have passed, Naruto, who was 18 by the human age, has turned into a full-grown dragon, who now resided in the backyard. A huge house was built for them, without any rooms of course, and doors. It was like a cave where Naruto and Hinata, who has also turned into a huge dragon now, aside from a teenage lady, resided, as both of them were married and in love with one another. Naruto fell in love with her when she saved him, much more than just a friendly love, romantically, as Mito and, Menma were also happy. Mito found love in Sasuke, and as for, Menma, surprisingly Yonko, he said that he loved MILFs. I guess he was influenced by Jiraiya, and many more guesses were the same, and the old pervert were beaten down to the ass, and he then claimed to be that MILFs are the best, as he liked Tsunade, even demonstrating by groping her breast and ending, his shinobi career by having his arm broken. But surprisingly enough, one year after Naruto's marriage and the next generation's shinobi's marriage, Tsunade and Jiraiya tied the knot as well, which was quite shocking, for Kushina at least, as everyone was happy, and so was Roku, who still visited her grandchildren, Menma and Boruto, as well as Himawari, in their dreams, as well as Naruto and Hinata. As Konoha has changed its leaf symbol headband with a dragon wrapped around it, and so have the other villages as well. There was a tribute to Naruto and to the dragon goddess Roku, because they knew that she will always watch over them, more like her son, and that was a blessing in itself. And those who wanted to become mothers have been granted that wish as well during that time period, and was again granted the title of the goddess of mothers, and so on. As this was today's story. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm sorry about my tongue slips, it's just that I'm currently buried in a huge amount, tens of clothes, just to keep it from getting any noise inside. And if there is any noise, I apologize. It's just that my cousins, they're trying so hard to find me right now. It's quite funny, actually, that I'm hiding from them, but I just really wanted to make this video and get this idea outside before I forget about it, because I have made a plot for it finally. Shout out to you, my guy, again for your idea. I am so sorry that it is so delayed, but I hope you enjoyed this one. You know what to do. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you did. And this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.